Gold and silver prices corrected sharply yesterday as we had expected and predicted. Gold, in fact, has now moved towards $4,000 levels, now trying to bounce back and recover some of the lost grounds, while silver is also moved towards 47.40, 47.50 in the earlier trades today. See, both of the predictions for gold and silver in the weekly forecast and the daily forecast yesterday I had mentioned gold has formed a double top and a triple top. You can find out the reason why it is crashed so hard. While if you talk about crude oil, it has also achieved 58 yesterday, the same thing we had discussed. And natural gas is beautifully now trading above $4 levels here. Several times I had mentioned that as long as it respects 2.97, you can stay bullish, and see, we are already above 4. While beautifully, Tech 100 and Dow Jones both trading at close to record levels here. So what to expect from these 6 instruments today? Gold, silver, crude oil, natural gas, NASDAQ 100 and Dow Jones. We are going to see in this one single and comprehensive update. In the same sequence, first we'll look into metals, followed with energy, and lastly indices. Do watch till the end. Also, this is the first update for the day. The next update will be released before the US session. Watch that as well. Subscribe, press the bell icon for the notifications. Do like, share, and comment. Join the free Telegram channel for live market updates and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's start. Now, first, let's have a look at the hourly charts of gold. This is what we had discussed yesterday. See the power of double top here on the hourly charts. What has happened? We have seen a move all the way towards 4,000 here. Now, see the moving averages are already crossed over. This is certainly a bearish indication here. Though the divergence of the price from the 20 and 50 period moving average calls for it to retrace a little. That is first part, but also I can see a greater hurdle here between 4130 to 4150 zone. In fact, I will say 4130 to 4160 zone. This is the most crucial zone for the day. As and how gold breaches past by 4130 and 4160 zone, more bullishness might prevail. If at all it tries to trade beyond this, what will happen if it stays beyond 4160? You can in fact expect 4184, 4200. 4200 is going to be another crucial number here. So be watchful of 4130, 4160 if at all gold attempts to do so. Now see what has happened. Look at these two candles, comes with bigger tails here. It suggests that the downward pressure is limited now. Also look at the reversals. There is a greater hurdle available at 4130. So let's wait for it to trade beyond 4130 in order to take a buying position. Stochastic rising. MACD has stayed enough bearish, waiting for it to converge crossover. RSI coming out of the oversold zone. Coming to 2 hours, look at 2 hour chart. Similar observation here. Yes, forming a double top. What we had seen is a greater dip, and it was indeed a very sharp correction. Now here on the 2 hour chart, the 5 period moving average is offering it a very strong resistance. I'll wait for the next candle, and with the next candle, if you see it is staying beyond 4130, stay with the buys. But I'll say be cautious for 41 till 4160, and then beyond that 4184, 4200. Stochastic rising. The MACD is still staying bearish. Remember, it has stayed overbought for months and weeks, and this could not be other exception here if it continues to trade bearish for months and weeks. But see, too much of divergence always calls for it to converge, and that is why we can see a couple of greener candles coming in here. RSI oversold, trying to come out of the oversold zone. Coming to 3 hour, similar observation here on the 3 hour charts. After this greater dip, price is trying to recover some of the lost ground, and in this process 4130, 4160 is definitely going to remain crucial. Another way to look at it is, see, if you look at these candles, see, despite this greater move, the body size is getting smaller here, suggests that it might try to retrace. But I think remember, it has stayed bullish for months and weeks, and thus once it is started to reverse, I think it can sustain bearishness here for a while. Though the day has just started, we have not much of time available till US session. It might trade bullish, and then with the US session again it may reverse. So there could be swings here. We have to be careful. On the upside, definitely till 4200, I will not be treating this as bullish. Stochastic rising. The MACD is still bearish here, trading with divergence. RSI is at bottom as well. On the 4 hour chart, now see the 4 hour charts. Look at these two candles. Almost, see, despite the current candle comes with a bigger tail here. See, it has shown a move towards 4000, but now it is coming to the same zone. And look at the preceding two candles comes with lower highs. So yes, if with the next candle you see price trading beyond 4130, and then we can initiate a buy, expect it to move in fact towards 4160. That should be a greater hurdle. But remember, till 4160 you have to just put a 100 pip or $10 trailing stop loss. 4141 such resistance, 4150 the next, and 4160 the next. It is ideally beyond 4160, you can say that the bulls be taking over. Moving averages have starting to converge here, but this is not You can say this is not the first time. See, since the rally broke out here, it has tried to converge several times, though not yet crossed over. I'll wait for a crossover here. It might take a little time though. Stochastic oversold. MACD trading with sharp divergence, strong bearishness. RSI at bottom as well. Coming to daily, now see exponential rise. And yesterday in my update I had mentioned, see, divide this from here, red green, red green, red. So this could be a bigger bearish candle. That is what has happened. And see, the prices were divergent from 20 period. What has happened? Price has just kissed 20 period and in fact lower, now trying to recover some of the lost grounds. So what could happen? See, if you look at the move here, uh, the day started at around 41.20. We have seen a move towards 4,000, and it could show you swings as well. So because see, this is a stronger bearish candle, it has to show a swing before it takes a plunge again. Because see, it has adopted, it has taken a direction, and I think it might sustain this direction for a while here. However, what is happening here is, see, already on the smaller time frames we have seen prices getting oversold, the indicators getting oversold, and hence uh, possibly today could be a swing day here. But not if you see gold trading below 47, 40 70, 40 60 zone. If gold trades below this zone 40 70, 40 60, you can expect bearishness to prevail from there. Expect 40 40 and 4,000 levels here. Now remember what we are looking at. I discussed this. See, this rise and retracement, this is a bigger rise, so bigger retracement. Now 4,039.40 is what it may try to achieve in the near past. We have to watch out. This zone might get achieved, and 39.15, one crucial level it has to break below in order to confirm a breakout move all the way possibly towards 3,800 and lower levels. Stochastic looking downwards. See, MACD right from the sky, it is now crossing over. Also, this is the first candle since the crossover. It suggests that it might continue here on the downside for a while. So this could be the possible beginning of a reversal. Look at the highs this crossover is taking place. See, the previous times when it is crossed over from such highs, it has taken a deeper plunge. And I think this could not be any other exception. Already this is crossover is coming at an extremely higher levels. RSI also plunging right from the extremely overbought zone. So considering this, what you should, and before I give you the trading levels, if you're willing to learn this art of trading, do not miss to join my mentorship batch. 35th batch commences soon. Register yourself now. Else you can also be part of my signals channel on Telegram, where trading as per the signals also you can benefit. Reach out to me for your queries, and those looking forward to a trusted partner, which offers you a sweat-free account with lowest spreads and no hidden charges, easier transactions and easier withdrawals from across the globe. You can find the recommended broker link also in the channel and video description. So first thing is where you should buy. I will now recommend you to buy at 41.24 levels. 41.24, 26 you can buy. Expect it to move towards 41.40 and then 41.52, 41.64 levels here. Once it trades beyond 41.64, expect 41.82 and then 4,200. Now 4,200 is very crucial for gold to break beyond. Once it trades beyond 4,200, you can expect the next target to be all the way towards 42.18 and then 42.30 levels, beyond which it may post a complete recovery all the way towards 42.60 and higher levels. Chances for such a reversal appears less. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry. If you see now gold trading beyond 40.98, take a sell for 40.80. And now once it trades below 40.80, you can expect the next move towards 40.70 to 40.60. Now ideally, once it trades below 40.60, this zone is very crucial for gold for the day. Once it trades below 40.60, stay short for 40.40 and then possibly 4,000. Below 4,000, you can expect 39.50 and lower levels. Take your trades and positions accordingly. Now let's move to silver. Silver has shown a historic fall yesterday, right from the highs at 52.53. We have seen a plunge all the way now towards 47.5, 48. Now see what's happening here. You can look at the hourly charts. Drop, retracement. Drop, it might retrace. Now this is what it may try to do. It can still stay bearish, and you can say that might stick to the channel. The highs for this channel are now limited at around 50-51 zone. Now 50 and 51 are going to be the two key resistance levels, which is going to be difficult for silver to break past by. Now see what's happening on the hourly charts. 5-period moving average was offering it a little resistance. Now it is trading beyond 5, possibly approaching towards 20, which means it can move towards 49.20, 49.30, the first target. And if at all it stays beyond 49.20 to 49.30, we can in fact expect a move towards 50 as well. So this is something you should watch out for. Moving averages have crossed over. These are trading bearish after a long time. Stochastic rising. MACD, after taking a good hit, it has crossed over. This is a good sign for the bulls. Yes, it is trying to recover some of the lost grounds. Look at this. Good waves here. So possibly it may deliver the greener part of this wave. RSI coming out of the oversold zone here. Look at 2-hour charts. Similar observation here on the 2-hour charts. Every drop follows with a retracement, and this could be the same here. Moving averages crossing over, trading with divergence is a bearish indication. Notice such a sharp crossover appearing after a long time. This was a short-lived crossover, and since then we have seen the price is staying bullish right from 42. So we have to watch out. This bearishness might prevail for a little while, and hence swings cannot be denied. Stochastic rising, the MACD is trading bearish, trying to converge. Remember what happens here is, see, whenever you see such falls, it follows with a little pullback. Why in general? Because the indicators and the parts things get oversold, and hence it has to bounce back a little even if it is bearish. And that is where these waves comes into picture. RSI coming out of the oversold zone here. Look at 3-hour chart. On the 3-hour chart, similar observation here. Consolidation going on. 49 is a good resistance. 49, 20, 30 is the next resistance. 50 is the next. And then beyond 50, 50, 40, 50, 50 should be there. These are going to be crucial numbers for silver if at all it decides to rise from the current levels. Yes, the stochastic is trying to rise. The MACD is still bearish. Remember, on the higher time frames, silver has still lot much of downside available. Coming to 4-hour, see on the 4-hour charts, remember here also the moving average is crossing over. Now this crossover in the moving averages, specifically 20 and 50. You can see the last crossover was seen way back in August, and since then it has stayed sideways, and then a breakout has appeared, and what a massive rally we had seen already. Now see what's happening here. You can see this increasing body size suggests increasing bullishness. A move beyond 49 should be a good confirmation of further rise here. What it may try to do, it may attempt, first thing is it may wait for the moving averages to come down, and then it may attempt to kiss the moving averages, which suggests that now 50 and 51 is the zone which is going to offer a maximum resistance for silver on the upside, if at all it decides to move upwards. Stochastic rising, MACD is sharply bearish, RSI is oversold here. So considering this, what you can, when you see silver above 49, yes, when you see silver above 49, buy here for 49.25, 49. If it stays above 49.25, ideally we can expect 49.50, 49.85, and then 50. Now this is the most crucial zone. Beyond 50, we can expect 50.40, 50.50 levels here. And if it stays above this, stay bullish for 51.2 and 51.5. Chances for such a great reversal appears less, but yes, a possible retracement cannot be denied here. Beyond 51.5, it's directly lending to 52. Now on the downside, what I'll recommend is selling and at 48.40 levels. Stay short from there, expect 48. 48 is very, very good support. 48 and then 47.40, 47.50, the next support levels. These are going to remain crucial because what lies below 47.40 and 47.50 is $46 levels directly. And this may happen quickly. You have to watch out. Though things on the smaller time frames are getting oversold, and hence we are seeing a little recovery, it is possible that swings can be seen today. So take your trades and positions accordingly. Let's move to crude oil. Now see, oil moved towards 58. Yesterday in both the updates I had mentioned that now it appears that the lows are done and oil prices might recover after a good slump all the way towards 56.5, 56.4. What a good recovery we have seen. Now it is very, very crucial for oil to trade beyond 58 and 58.6 zone here. Now a move beyond 58.6 might confirm a possible reversal all the way towards 60. Moving averages crossing over here. This is a supportive sign for the bulls. And see the price here on the hourly charts. Rise, retracement, rise again. And now possibly once it stays beyond 58, you can expect 58.5, 58.6, and in fact 59.3 as well. Stochastic rising, MACD is rising, RSI is rising. Things are still supportive for further bullishness. Look at 2 hour. Also remember the crude oil inventory data today might add on to the volatility here. Now on the 2-hour chart, you can say that the moving averages, since the crossover between the 5 and 20 period moving average, good bullish sign. It is the 20 and 50 is also converged, and it is also seen taking support here. but I'll still say this is just a retracement, not yet a complete reversal. Also notice the good thing here is, look at the formation. It has formed a very good support at around 56.4, 56.5. Now this was the first move, this is the second move. So bigger the rise might follow with a bigger retracement if it's bearish. Now when it will reverse, now any move beyond 60 is a clear sign of a possible near term reversal here, which might take prices all the way towards 62.4 and in fact 64. Stochastic rising here, the MACD rising here, the RSI rising here. Signs are supportive for further rise. Coming to 3 hour, on the 3 hour charts, the moving averages have started to converge and the price is just seen kissing the 50 period here again. Now what's happening interestingly here, it is the after a while now the price is seen trading beyond 50 period moving average, which is a good sign for the bulls. Also notice it comes with a good support. It is created at 56.4, 56.5. But when you look at the near term move, you can find out, see what it is trying to do: drop, retracement, drop, sideways movement, retracement. Now this is the channel in which it is trying to trade. The highs of this channel lies close to 60 here. So it is possible that oil prices might try to stay in this zone itself. Stochastic rising, the MACD is rising, the RSI is rising. Signs are supportive for further rise here. Look at 4 hour charts, what's happening here. You can see preceding two candles comes with the tails here and closing at the highs. Also it has formed a neck, which is a supportive sign for further up move here. So even if you see now oil trading beyond 57.8, when you see the lower prices above 57.8, buy here and expect 58.2, 58.6 as the next target. A move beyond 58.6 should invite further bulls here. But I am just skeptical here. See this move, rise, retracement, bigger rise might follow with a bigger retracement. So as long as 58.6 is not taken, do not treat this as bullish. Prices can take a good hit from there. Stochastic rising, MACD rising, RSI rising here. Coming to daily, on the daily charts, one thing we have discussed yesterday is my update. See, look at this candle, these candles. You can say that the current candle might adopt this one. And what has happened, we have seen already a good move here. Also interestingly, now the price is trading above the 5 period moving average, which indicates that the possibility of a move towards 20 increases high, which means we can in fact see a move which might take oil all the way towards 60 or close to 60. Also notice on the daily charts what has happened. See, every drop follows with a little retracement, and thus this could not be any other exception where it may start retracing towards 62, 64 zone. But there are greater hurdles here for crude oil. Also notice in the near term, this was almost a bottom here. Look at these two higher lows, and this could be the third one here. So I'll definitely watch out for, if at all oil decides to drop from here, oil decides to trade below 56.4 and 56 zone, that could invite a greater correction. Stochastic rising, MACD is still staying bearish, RSI at bottom. So today the inventory data might definitely have an impact here on oil prices. Till then possibly it may continue to retrace on the upside. So considering this, what you should do first is where you should buy. I will recommend you to buy at 57.8, expect 58.2, 58.6 or 58.55. Beyond this, stay bullish for 59.3 and then 59.860. These are going to remain crucial levels. If at all it trades beyond 60, I think near-term bullishness might prevail, which is going to take it towards 62.5 and in fact 64. Chances for which appears less, at least today or this week. But yes, these are markets. Oil has been trading extremely oversold for a while. Now is the time for it to recover some of the grounds. On the downside, I will recommend you to sell at 57.4, expect 57, and below 57 it is going to be 56.7 and 56.4. Below 56.4 is where you can expect more bearishness to follow. There you can confirm 56, 55.5 and then 55. Any drop below 55 is the beginning of a greater, steeper correction here in oil prices, might take it towards 52 or 50, chances of which appears to be less. Trade accordingly. Let's move to natural gas. Without showing any signs of retracement, we have seen it now trading above 4.0 levels, 4.04. In fact, it has achieved. Now what are the next targets? Are we looking forward to 4.2? If you look at the move here, see the 5 period is seen taking offering it a very good support. The only constraint which I am looking at is things are getting overbought here. But remember, this is natural gas. If you can see it correcting right from $10 to $2 levels in few candles, it can in fact show you a stronger recovery as well. And with the onset of winters, possibly the The macro factors are also supportive of a rise here. Only thing is the inventory data, the storage data tomorrow will decide. Also, if you look at the move here, see what a good rise it is shown here, then a slight retracement, and again it is taking an up move here. Now the crucial part is 4.06, 4.08 zone. Staying above this, possibly natural gas might head towards 4.2 as well. But yes, notice things are getting slightly overbought. However, it is not showing any signs of a reversal here. See, the MACD also has retraced. It is now flat, almost flat. It might cross over for another bullish run. RSI is staying overbought, and this is natural gas. Hardly anything works here. Once it starts to take a direction, it may continue with this. Look at 2 hour chart, straight bullish candle, and see the 5 period is definitely offering it a good support. Now 4 and 3.98, this is the zone on the downside is what you should watch out for. This is going to act as a very crucial support. Any drop below 3.98, you can expect 3.95, 3.9, and 3.9 is very good support for moving averages are trading bullish. Stochastic back to overbought. See the MACD here. MACD since the crossover, despite we have seen bearishness prevailing, the price is staying bullish here. Now notice MACD has lot much of room available on the downside. This suggests that prices, despite staying bullish, there is a downward pull, and hence you have to be watchful at the current levels. It can try to retrace a little. RSI is staying extremely overbought, so things are yes overbought, and that is why a little retracement cannot be denied. However, net gas is not showing any such sign. Look at the 3 hour charts, 5 period moving average indeed is a good support, and that is also I say 4 and 3.98 is going to be very strong support, then 3.94, and then 3.9, 3.85 zone. These are till 3.85, and let me include 3.8 as well. Till 3.8 natural gas does have a very strong support levels here. So you have to be careful. It might retrace, but a complete reversal I think is going to remain difficult. Moving averages crossed over. Notice what's happening. If you see this rise, retracement, and now again taking a high here. So possibly what it may do is move towards the top of this. Top of this is at 4.3. It is achievable as well. Yes, the stochastic is rising. The MACD is already at a highs. And if you look at MACD, it delivers waves. So a possible wave on the downside can be seen. RSI overbought as well. On the 4 hour, similar observation. See bullishness getting diminished. The current candle is important, and a move below 4 is what you should watch out for. MACD divergent and bullish. Stochastic overbought. MACD rising. RSI extremely overbought. Coming to daily chart. On the daily chart, see the Bollinger Bands have narrowed here. Now this is trying to expand. See what time when the next time it started to expand, we have seen a move all the way from 3.05 till towards 3.8 levels. Now after the retracement, it is again trying to expand here. Also notice the move here, rise retracement, rise retracement. I have highlighted this in my weekly forecast that it is staying bullish, and now see this is almost at the top. So any move beyond 4.2 is what you should watch out for, because that will be the breakout beyond this channel. And then what you can expect, we can see 4.2, 4.3 offering it a little resistance. Beyond 4.3 is where the real bullishness will be seen here. Notice it is starting to take shape. This is the second greener candle, and a third green candle could also be seen here. Moving averages are divergent. Stochastic overbought. MACD has crossed over, and it is also trading with divergence here, looking upwards. RSI is seen rising. So considering, I will only recommend you to buy if you see it is staying beyond 4.05 levels. Now yes, before I provide you further levels, do not miss to be a part of my mentorship batch or else join the Signals channel and increase your winning rate. Also, you can find the trusted book or link also in the channel and video description. Now at 4.05, you can take a buy, expect 4.11. Beyond 4.11, we can expect 4.165 levels here, and then 4.24 should arrive. Now see, prices are getting a little fragile here, and 4.24 should be there. 4.3 is the next target, and then sky is the limit on the upside, though I do not see a move beyond 4.24 or 4.3 levels today at least. It might try to trade bullish, but then there could be a pull from the downside, and hence either swings, or you can say almost a flat move is what I am looking at. But see, this is natural gas. It can do wonders. We had seen previously and several times in history natural gas continuing to take a direction and staying either bullish for days and weeks, or either bearish for days and weeks, and hence you have to watch out. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry at 4 only. Expect it to move towards 3.975. 3.94. Now 3.94, 3.9, very, very good support. Then 3.85 and 3.8, 3.87 and 3.85. This is the most crucial zone for gas on the downside. Below this, stay short for 3.8. Below 3.8, it is going to correct sharp all the way towards 3.6. Chances for such a sharp drop appears very, very less. Take your trades and positions accordingly. Now let's move to Nasdaq. What Nasdaq 100 did yesterday, see 25,200. We have discussed this several times. 25,200 should offer a greater resistance. What has happened? Prices stayed bearish since then. We have seen a struggle on the upside, but most interestingly, it is yet to break below 25,000 levels. And now I'll be waiting for a drop below 25,000, 24,950, which will confirm the next move here. Else it is just consolidating here and it can give you a breakout again. Notice the 20 period, which was the support earlier. Now it is going to be a good resistance. So on the upside, it is pretty clear. We have seen this 25,200, 240. As long as it stays below this, I will not be treating Nasdaq as bullish. That is pretty clear. Stochastic rising. MACD has seen good enough bearishness trying to converge crossover. RSI comfortably placed. On the 2 hour charts, when you see on the 2 hour charts, notice this, divide this from here, you can find out this is almost a double top here, and from these levels a possible reversal cannot be denied. Most strong hurdle on the downside is going to be at 24,950 and 24,800 levels. These two levels are going to play a key role here in deciding the next move for Tech 100. Remember also, there is a near term gap which has to be filled here on the downside. Stochastic taking a dip here. The MACD is also crossed over and now trading bearish, delivering the red part of this wave. RSI is also now trying to suggest slight bearishness. Coming to 3 hour charts, look at 3 hour charts. See, a hurdle on the upside pretty strong. The support levels on the downside is also equally strong. So now 25,070, 25,040 and 25,000. These are the three levels it has to trade below. Till 25,000, very, very good support, and then 24,950 is the next strongest one. If these levels are taken, I think we are waiting for 24,800 as well. But too early to jump on to that conclusion. If the resistances on the upside are strong, the support is also getting stronger here. So wait for a breakout. Stochastic comfortably placed. MACD has crossed over here, trading with moderate bearishness, looking downwards. RSI is also trading bearish. Coming to 4 hour charts, if you see the 4 hour on the 4 hour chart, similar observation, drop retracement, taking a drop again. I'll wait for 24,070, 24,040 and 25,070, 25,040 and 25,000 levels to be taken. Now there is a possibility that price might move towards 25,000, which is also 20 period moving average, and below that is where real bearishness will be seen here. Notice we are seeing a definitely greater hurdle at 25,200, which also calls for a possible beginning of a reversal here. Stochastic taking a dip, MACD trying to converge crossover for a sell, RSI almost flat. Coming to daily, now see what we had seen yesterday is a swing here. We have seen a range bound movement. Today it has started with a little dip, but you can also notice this is a higher low. So if at all today Tech 100 trades beyond 25,200, 25,240, you have to stay bullish from there and expect 25,320, 25,400 and in fact 25,500. So today's move is going to remain interesting because see, one bullish candle and then a swing suggests that if at all it decides to deliver a breakout, it is going to be a stronger one. But right now it appears to be a difficult call. Things are slightly overbought, though the MACD still has room, but I see the stochastic getting overbought here. So the critical hurdle for the day is definitely again at 25,200, 240. Considering this, what you should do? First, where you could buy, I will recommend you to buy at 25,118 levels. Expect it to move towards 25,160. 150, first target very nearby, then 25,200 and then 25,240. Till 25,240 prices can reverse any point of time and then it can take a good hit from there, but beyond 25,240 stay bullish for 25,320, 25,400. Beyond 25,400 sky is the limit towards 25,500 and then just keep rallying, chances for which appears to be less. On the downside, I will now recommend you to sell at 25,070, expect 25,040, 25,000 and then 24,950. Below 24,950 is where the real bearishness will be seen and 24,800 should arrive, below which 24,500 should be the next targets very, very soon. Take your trades and positions accordingly. Let's move to Dow Jones. See, US 30 created another highs yesterday, moving all the way towards 47 150 160 zone, and now see what it is doing after a rise retracement, second rise retracement. Now it is pretty important for your study to trade below 46 900 and 46 800 levels. Till 46 800 you should be careful with the sells, and then till 46 600 you should not be treating this as bearish. Only reversal confirmation is if you see DJ30 trading below 46 600 mark. Yes, the stochastic is trying to bounce back but when you look at MACD, this is still bearish looking downwards, and it has still got lot much of room on the downside. RSI is staying bearish as well. Look at 2-hour charts, similar observation. The moving averages are trading with divergence, staying bullish. After every rise, it retraces, and this could be another retracement. And thus, till 46 900, 46 800 levels do not, I will say, if you are entering a sell before 46 800, it is going to be a little trickier here. Moving averages are bullish, stochastic looking down. See the MACD after a good rise just on the verge of a crossover. This is another bearish indication here. RSI coming out of the overbought zone. On the 3-hour charts, now see the 3-hour charts here, what's happening? Price has just kissed the 5 period. So let it stay below 5 period. It means even if you see US30 trading below 46 880, take a sell for 46 800. 46 800, 760 the next support zone, and then 46 600. Any drop below 46 600 is a clear sign of a greater dip ahead. Also notice on the upside now the resistance is at around 46 970. 47 100 is very strong. Stochastic bearish, MACD trying to converge, it is not yet crossed over. RSI at the top here, and on the 4-hour similar observation. Remember, lower highs preceding candle comes with the tail. Current candle might erase the gains from this candle, which means in fact it can keep moving towards 46 700 mark here. Let's see if at all it shows this move. Right now I can say that it is not showing such a stronger bearish momentum. Stochastic looking downwards, MACD trying to converge after a good rise. This might lead to the second bearish wave here. RSI at the top. Coming to daily. Now on the daily charts, remember it has cleared highs here. It has moved towards the new highs. Also, if you divide this from here, you can say this could be a possible double top as well. For the day, it is very crucial for US30 to break the preceding lows at 46 600. And if at all it trades below 46 600, that will confirm a possible beginning of reversal here in US30. Yes, the stochastic is bullish. MACD and RSI is also bullish here. So considering this, what you can do, I will recommend you to buy if you see it is staying beyond 46 960 levels. Expect 47,020, 47 100. Once it trades beyond 47 100, stay bullish, and then 47 160, and then 47,300 and 47 500 should arrive. These are markets, anything and everything is possible. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry at 46 875. Expect 46 800 as the first support. 46 755 as the next, and then 46 600 will arrive. Below 46 600 is strong corrections to follow towards 46 400 and then 46,000 levels very soon. Take your trades and positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe and comment. Join my mentorship batch. Join my signals channel. Reach out to me for your queries. Join the free Telegram channel for live market updates, and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. See you again before the US session with more updates. Wow, that is it. Thank you.